Welcome to Motivation Through Stories, where every story inspires a journey of hope and strength. Today's tale reveals how patience and perseverance can transform challenges into triumphs. Let's dive into the adventure and discover how determination overcomes all odds. Have you ever felt like you're facing a mountain that's just too high to climb? Like every single thing you try just doesn't work? Well, let me tell you a story about a little hero with a big bushy tail who knew that feeling all too well. This is the story of Pip. Pip was a squirrel, and like all squirrels, his entire world revolved around one thing: acorns. But this year, the great oak tree at the center of the forest, the one that always provided the biggest, most perfect acorns, was completely bare. A late frost had seen to that. Panic started to ripple through the squirrel community. But Pip, he wasn't ready to give up. He just had to think differently. His first challenge: a sheer, slippery rock face on the other side of the valley. Legend said a hidden grove of ancient nut trees lay beyond it. Most squirrels said it was impossible to climb. Pip tried. He'd scamper up a few feet, his claws scrabbling for a hold, only to slide right back down, landing in a heap of frustration and dust. He tried zigzagging. He tried getting a running start. Nothing. He even tried to fashion a tiny rope from woven vines, which snapped the second he put his weight on it. It was setback after setback. He was bruised, tired, and his nut stash back home was getting dangerously low. The other squirrels started to mock him. "Just give up, Pip. Go for the easy berries like the rest of us." But something inside Pip, a tiny, stubborn flame, refused to go out. He'd watched the eagles soaring on the wind currents, and an idea sparked. He didn't have wings, but he could use the wind. He waited for a blustery day, and instead of trying to climb straight up, he used the powerful gusts of wind to push him sideways, letting him leap from one tiny ledge to another like a parkour master in a fur coat. It was terrifying, exhausting, but it worked. He made it to the top, heart pounding, gasping for air. But his journey wasn't over. Beyond the cliff was a maze of thorny brambles, thicker and nastier than anything he'd ever seen. He was stuck again. This is where most of us would throw in the towel, right? But Pip, remembering his cliff face lesson, didn't try to force his way through. He just sat and he watched. He noticed the field mice had created tiny, hidden tunnels deep within the thorns. So swallowing his squirrel pride, he got down on his belly and crawled, wiggling his way through the dark, cramped tunnels, inch by patient inch. Finally, dirty and scratched, he emerged, and what he saw made him freeze. It wasn't a grove of oak trees. It was something far, far better. A forgotten hazelnut orchard, untouched for seasons, with thousands of nuts carpeting the ground. It was more than he could have ever dreamed of. It was a treasure trove, a whole new beginning, not just for him, but for his entire community. Pip's journey shows us that sometimes the obstacle isn't the problem. It's our approach to it. When one way doesn't work, there isn't just one other way. There are 100. It's the patience to watch, the creativity to try something new, and the sheer, stubborn refusal to give up that turns an impossible wall into a doorway. So next time you're facing your own bare oak tree, remember Pip. The greatest rewards often lie just on the other side of your toughest challenge.